Good morning, my dear students. Today we are going to start supplementary reader book. I sent you message on WhatsApp also that today you should be ready with your supplementary books. So you all should have pencils in your hand because in this chapter I'm going to tell you so many difficult word meanings. I'm going to tell you about so many details. If you will have a pencil in your hand, you'll be feeling easy to write down the details in your books. Okay. So the very third chapter of your supplementary reader book is The Selfish Giant. Okay. So what is giant here? Okay. You should know first of all the meaning of giant. Can anybody tell me? Type in chat box. Afterwards, I will be telling you also. But what is the meaning of giant? Okay. Tell me its meaning. Yes. Who is the first one? I want to appreciate that child who has written this. Hurry up. What do you think? Yes. Huge man. Okay. Lavish. Janvi has written big man. Okay. Suranya, Janvi, Ananya. Okay. You all have written well. Okay. So basically the meaning of giant, what is that? So write down in your book because if you know the meaning of the chapter, you will be able to understand the meaning of the chapter. Okay. So bachche, write down the meaning of giant. It is a devil, a frightening person. It can be a huge person. It can be a very huge person. Frightening, or you can say a devil, according to the context of this chapter. But this giant was selfish. Why so? Because in this chapter, we will come to know that there is one big person, very huge person, whose size is very much huge. He is very much devil. He is very much frightening. And he wanted to keep his garden only and only for himself. Okay? And he did not want that any outsider should enter in that. He did not want that any outsider should enter in that. So what happened? What happened with him? Okay. So he was feeling happy afterwards in his life because he was not letting other children to enter in that garden. Or he was, how he was feeling about this. We are going to know about this chapter. So I'm going to give a chance to okay, Simarpreet Kaur. You read this chapter. Simarpreet, roll number 39. You start reading this chapter.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning. Yes, Simar, start reading. Start reading this chapter. See. Simarpreet, you just start reading. Unmute yourself and start reading. Okay, Taranya, you read. Simar, after class, you talk to me. Taranya, you start.
Yes, good morning, ma'am.
Yes, start reading.
Every afternoon, as they were coming from school, the children used to go and play in the giant garden. It was a large, lovely garden with soft green grass. Here and there over the grass stood beautiful flowers like stars, and there were 12 peach trees that in the springtime broke out into delicate blossoms of pink and pearl, and in the autumn bore rich fruit. The birds sat on the trees and sang so sweetly that the children used to stop their games in order to listen to them. How happy we are here, they cried to each other. One day, the giant came back. He had been to visit his friend. the Cornish ogre, and had stayed with him for 7 years. When he arrived, he saw the children playing in the garden. "What are you doing here?" he cried in a very gruff voice, and the children ran away.
Now listen, bache, what is the explanation of first page? Listen carefully. Okay, there was a very beautiful garden. Children really like to play in that garden, but there was one giant, one frightening personality who was very much selfish. Okay, and he made a very high wall around his lovely garden. Okay, children were not allowed to enter into the garden. See, for whom we make gardens? The gardens are made for children. Any person can come and they can enjoy, but children were not allowed in that garden. Okay, so there was one story where it is told that there was one every afternoon. What was going there? They were coming from school, and children used to go there. They used to play in that garden. This garden was basically very much lovely, very much large garden. It was having soft green grass. Okay, and on that grass there were beautiful flowers like stars, and they were peach. There were so many peach trees. Okay, and from that peach tree during springtime, beautiful flowers of pink and pearl like that, they were coming out. And in autumn season it was full of rich fruits, so birds used to sit on the trees and they were singing so sweetly, and children used to stop there, and they used to stop their game. Sorry, children used to stop their games in order to listen to that. It means they were feeling so happy. There was an abundance of happiness when they were going in that place. So one day, what happened? One of the giant came back, okay, and he had been to visit his friend, the Cornish ogre. Okay, so what is the meaning of Cornish ogre? You just write down the difficult meanings. Only then you'll be able to understand. So write down, bache. Pick up your pencil. Write down the meaning of ogre. Ogre means a cruel giant. Okay. Here meaning of delicate are given. Delicates, very much soft. Another meaning is for tender. Okay. So what happened? One day, giant came back and he wanted to visit his friend. And who was his friend? That his friend was also a cruel giant. Okay. So he stayed with that giant for about 7 years. So when he came back into his garden, he saw that so many children were playing in the garden. Okay. So he became so angry. He asked him, "What are you doing there?" So he spoke in a very gruff voice. What is the meaning of gruff? He spoke in a very gruff voice. It means very much rough. Very much rough, angry. So he spoke in a very rough voice, in a very angry voice. Okay. So he asked, and the children ran away from that place. Children ran away from that place. See, you can see the pic. You can imagine. This is a giant figure. How huge it is, how big it is. And little sweet children, they are, see their face expressions. They are so afraid, they are in panic to look at him. Okay, you can imagine this story in your mind. Now, Harmanpreet, you start reading.
My own garden is my own garden, said the giant. Anyone can understand that, and I will allow nobody to play it in it but myself. So he built a high wall around it and put up a notice board. Trespassers will be prosecuted. He was very selfish giant. The poor children had now nowhere to play. They tried to play on the road, but the road was very dusty and full of hard stones, and they did not like it. They used to wander around the high walls when their lessons were over and talk about the beautiful garden inside. How happy we were there, they said to each other. Then the spring came, and all over the country there were little blossoms and little birds. Only in the garden and of the selfish giant it was still winter. The birds did not care to sing in it, and there were no children, and the trees forgot to blossom. Once a beautiful flower put its head out from the grass, but when it saw the notice board, it was so sorry for the children that it slipped back into the ground again and went off to sleep. The only people who were pleased were the snow and the frost. Spring has forgotten this garden, they cried. So we will live here all the year round. The snow covered up the grass with a great white cloak, and the frost painted all the trees silver. Then they invited the north wind to stay with them, and he came. He was wrapped in furs, and he rode all day about the garden and blew the chimney pots down. This is a delightful spot, he said. We must ask Hale on a visit. So the Hale came. Every day for 3 hours he rattled on the roof of the castle till he broke most of the slates. And then he ran round and round the garden as fast as he could go. He was dressed in grey and his breath was like ice.
Okay, now
And
listen. So when he saw that so many children were playing in that garden, so giant became so angry. Okay, so he said that I will not allow any of the person to play in it. Only he will be able to play here there. Not outsiders are allowed. So that's why he became so, you can say, rough in that, and he made a very high wall around that ground, and he put a notice board: trespassers will be prosecuted. What is the meaning of for trespassers? Can anybody tell me? What is the meaning of trespassers? The meaning of trespassers means those who enter, those who enter the garden, or those who enter the area without taking permission. Okay, and after that, prosecuted. Prosecuted means punished. Okay, so he made a hoarding of that. He made a notice board, and on that notice board it was written that trespassers will be prosecuted. It means the person who will enter into his garden, they will be severely punished. So he was a very selfish giant. So now the poor children, they did not get any place to, you can say, play. Okay, they try to play on the ground. Okay, sorry, road. But the road was full of dust, full of hard stones, and they did not like to play there. Okay, and they used to wander. Wander means they used to roam here, high walls. And whenever their classes were over, they were talking about that beautiful garden and how happy we were feeling there. So they were speaking these things to each other. After that, which season came? Season came, and in whole over the country, in spring season, all over the country, little blossom, little birds were there. Okay, but only in the garden of the selfie giant, it was having winter season. The birds were not singing, there were no children, no trees were blossoming. Okay, and so a beautiful flower, they were heading out only from grass. But when it saw that the notice board, so it was feeling so sorry for the children that they had to go back and they had to go to sleep. Okay, so the people who were visiting in that place, they were only snow and the frost. It means now the condition of that uh, garden became like that. Children were not allowed to come there. Outsiders were not allowed. So now spring also, this season also did not enter into the garden, and all the trees stopped blooming, and the whole of the snow, it covered the grass and it became white, and on the trees there was a frost, And now the north wind also did not enter, and the whole of the garden, its condition became so poor, and very beautiful place. Now it turned into a hail. Okay, hail, you can say, what is the meaning of hail? You can say frozen balls. Write down the meaning of hail. Hail means frozen balls. So this was the condition of a garden, that whole of the garden changed into frozen, covered with frozen balls. Okay. So every day for 3 hours, he rattled on the roof of the castle till he broke most of the snow. So what was happening in that area? Snowballs were coming. It was full of dust. The garden was full of, you can say, snow, frost. Okay, and it became, whole of the garden changed into white. And now the giant was so surprised that why spring passed by this garden, because it was always winter there. Read further. Even it became so snowy, snow icy there, that it was breathing, so its breath was also full of ice. Okay. Okay, who wants to read now? Okay, Janvi, you read. Yes, Janvi, start reading.
Yes, ma'am. I can't understand why the spring is so late in becoming, said the selfish giant, as he sat at the window and looked out his whole white garden. I hope there will be a change in the weather. But the spring never came, nor the summer. The autumn gave golden fruit to every garden, but to the giant garden she gave none. He is too selfish, she said. So it was always winter there, and the north wind and the hail, and the forest and the snow danced about through the trees. One morning the giant was lying awake in bed when he heard some lovely music. It sounded so sweet to his ears that he thought it must be the king's musicians passing by. It was really only a little lineup singing outside his window. It was so long since he had heard a bird singing in his garden that it seemed to him to be the most beautiful music in the world. Then the hail stopped dancing over his head, and the north wind ceased roaring, and a delicious perfume came to him through the open casement. I believe the spring has come at last, said the giant, and he jumped out of bed and looked out.
Yes, please. Okay. So what happened? So he was so surprised that why spring passed by his garden, because every time there was a winter season in the garden, and the spring season was not entering into the garden. So he was so surprised. So he sat at the window and he was looking at cold and white garden, and he thought that, selfie giant, he thought that there should be change in the weather. Okay, but he was so surprised. Neither spring came nor summer came. Okay, and the autumn also gave only golden fruit. But now the giant was so surprised, And he now, because the giant garden, it also came to know that the giant was so much selfish. Okay, so now the gardener is also treating in the same way to him, and he said, okay, uh, the same thing should be punished to you. So garden thought to give a punishment to that giant. So one morning, what was happening? The giant he was lying in his bed, and he got a chance to listen very beautiful music, very sweet music. And this music was so sweet, and he thought that the king musicians, they were passing by and they were singing outside the window. Okay. And then they heard a bird singing in their garden. So they thought that this is the most beautiful music in the world. Now, after that, hail stopped, okay, which was dancing on their head, okay. The north wind, they also stopped, okay. And after that, from the open casement, delicious perfume came, and it believes that the spring has come at least. Okay, now the giant thought, thank God, now the spring has at least come. Okay, and he jumped out of his bed and he looked outside. So up to that, we have gone through the chapter that why is the giant called. Now comprehension check is given. There is a question, why is the giant called selfish? Why is the giant called selfish? What is the reason that the giant was called selfish? So I want all my students should be ready with their answer. It doesn't mean I will be asking only 2-3 students who are raising their hand. I can ask this answer from any of the child. So Navya Thappa, you tell me. After Navya, Ishan Sharma, you tell me. Why is a giant called selfish? Yes, Navya? Ishan Sharma, yes, you speak. Navya, you are marked absent by me because you are keeping your camera and sorry, you are keeping your mobile or laptop on, but you are not answering in my class. So Navya, you are marked absent for today's English class. Ishan Sharma. Ishan Sharma, you tell me this answer. Okay, Anjali, you tell me.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, tell
The
me.
giant was called selfish because he wanted to keep his garden only for him, so he also did not allow the outsiders to come in his garden.
Okay, you speak it again.
The giant was called selfish because he wanted to keep his garden only for him, so he also did not allow the outsiders to come in his garden.
Okay, good. Now we have next question. Yes, in this answer we have come to know that because he wanted to keep this garden only for himself. He wanted to use this garden only for his own purpose. He banned the entry. He did not allow outsiders, trespassers to come here, and even he made a notice board. On that notice board, what was written? Trespassers would be prosecuted. It means they will be severely punished. Now, next question is that on one occasion, the children said how happy we are. And later they said how happy we were there. What are they referring to in both the cases? In both the cases, what are they talking about? So only 9 students have raised their hands. Okay, Nandini, you tell me this answer. Yes, Nandini, unmute yourself and speak. Yes, Nandini, you tell me this answer. Yes, Nandini.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, tell me this answer. Second.
In both cases, the children were talking about the giant's garden. In the first sentence, they say that they are enjoying in the giant's garden, but in the second sentence, it is beyond their reach.
Yes, very good. In first sentence, it is given that they were really enjoying with each other. They were enjoying the beauty of the garden. Okay. But in second sentence, they are showing their disappointment because there was a big wall. They could not reach there. And on the notice board, wording was written that trespassers would be punished. So they were not able to enter into the garden. So both the cases were different. Earlier, when they were playing there, they were feeling so happy, but now they were feeling so helpless. They were not able to play there. Clear? So, Prabh Jodh, you tell me this answer. Yes, Prabh Jodh.
Yes, ma'am. In the first case, they are referring to the giant's garden where they would be playing while returning from school. They had a great time whenever they played in the garden. In second case, they are again referring to the garden, talking about how happy they were before the giant stopped them to play in his garden. In the both cases, the children are referring to the giant's garden.
Okay, good. Okay, now let's move to question number third. Question number third we have, when spring came, it was still winter in the garden. What does winter stand for or indicate here? What is the meaning of winter here? Yes, Arish, you tell me.
Yes, ma'am. When the spring came, it was still winter in the garden, and it indicates that because when the children left the garden, the flowers stopped to grow there and birds did not chirp there. So the winter stood at the garden. This indicated that there was no spring because of children in the garden.
Yes, good. Well tried. Now, Akul, tell me same answer.
Yes.
Akul, you tell me same answer.
Ma'am, winter indicates that flowers didn't bloom in the giant's garden after the children were not allowed to play in the giant's garden. The birds didn't sing, and there was no sign of joy and greenery.
Good. Very good. So afterwards, it means winter is indicating what? Because other activities, other routine which was going in the garden, that like blossoming of flowers, chirping of birds, okay, such kind of activities were not going on a normal base. There was no greenery, no flowers were blooming, no birds were chirping, and these activities were going in spring season. But now this activity was not, these kind of activities were not going in that garden. Okay, so that's why it is considered that winter was still there. Okay. See, now next question we have is, winter has been presented like a story with its own characters and their activities. Describe the story in your own words. Okay. So here winter is not taken like that, that it is a wintry season, flowers are not blooming, there is a hail, there is a snow and frost all over the garden. Such features are told, but besides that, those features, other things of winters are also told. So what is that? Lavish, you tell me.
Ma'am, winter has been destroyed. It has its own characters. Snow and forest are the most prominent factors. Trees have been covered with the white cloak. The trees look lifeless. North wind has come to stay there permanently, and hail settles on the roof.
But you haven't added all those points, whatever I have told you.
क्या?
What points I have told you, you haven't added those points.
आवाज नहीं आ रही आपकी.
It means you were not listening to me. And another child who will be telling me this answer. Pari Gupta, you tell me. Tanmay, Matangi.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Pari, you tell me.
Yes, ma'am. When the spring came, the birds did not sing as there were no children. The trees too did not blossom. A flower put its head out from the grass, but when it saw the notice board which was put by the giant, it felt sad and sorry for the children and got back inside the grass. On the other hand, the snow covered the grass and the frost fell on all the trees, and they also invited the north wind to stay with them.
Okay, well tried. You spoke so well. Now, Matangi, you tell me this answer. Matangi and Tanmay. Tanmay and Matangi. Both should be marked absent by me today. Matangi and Tanmay, are you present in my class? Matangi and Tanmay, are you present in my class?
Yes, ma'am.
So tell me answer. Tell me your answer.
Kevin.
Tell me your answer. You both are marked absent by me. Samiksha, you tell me. Yes, Samiksha. You tell me your answer.
Winters has been portrayed as destroyers. It has its own characters. Snow and frost are the most prominent factors. Trees have been covered with white cloth. The trees look lifeless. North has come to stay there permanently. Hazels settle on the roof.
Okay, we will continue this chapter tomorrow. We are running out of time. So tomorrow you all should be ready with the answers and we will be discussing it tomorrow.